Hello everybody and welcome back guys to a new Vanilla Plus Plus episode with me, Iskal. How are we doing today? I hope that you're good. I am hanging out in our extended barrel vault. As you'll notice, I have extended this place to include some new stuff. I have in between episodes I've done where I put back some of the farms that we had originally, like our Sugarcane Farm. But I've also created a charcoal farm, and I've kept an eye out on our tree farm that we created last episode, and we're doing pretty good. Look at this, we got supplies. So why don't we start up this episode with checking out some of the stuff I've done in between episodes. I gotta show you this, by the way. This I got from Sibo's first episode. When I watched his first episode, he had a secret door in the kind of mountainside. I thought it was very cool, and I utilized it like this. Haha, look at that. So I have been cleaning up the area, and this is kind of the supervising area for our item sorting system. And let's close that again. So that's a door from Carpenter's blocks, by the way. Looks kind of cool. But yeah, I marked these out and I kind of repiped things so that we have less derpness going on. Put a smelter here, and this guy is hooked up to a redstone clock, and now there's nothing in there, but whenever there is, it's going to pour out stuff. And I have a requester chip here that will grab ores, so we'll grab the iron ore, the gold ore and all that if I put it into the system. But if I have this shut off, it's not going to go over here, it's going to go into the ore chest. Because I don't want to keep this clock running all the time, it's going to lag the server. But basically, a redstone clock, and as I've said before, you don't need to use this block, you could use vanilla clocks. But this just makes it so more compact. And then some redstone wiring. I've got a repeater down here because I need to put these out of sync. Otherwise they will clog up the smeltery. So this one goes first and then that one, and that works. So basically what it does when on is that it smelts down ore and it produces iron ingots or ingots from the ores, and then it sends it back into the system. So that's pretty cool. Over here I have created a charcoal machine. And I'm having a surplus of oak wood even though I'm creating charcoal. So that is fantastic. That means our tree farm is good for something. So just your basic furnace, there's better ways of doing this, I'm sure. But for now, this can go, by the way. For now, this will do, and it gives us charcoal, which we need for other things. For example, down here I created a little room for Thaumcraft automation, or more straight to the point. Wow, I lost my word there. Essentia creation for our jars. You remember we had that lamp of fertility in the cow farm. For example, for that we are going to need to power it with some life essentia, and I haven't yet put that up, but that can go over here, right? This, however, produces herba. So this guy is grabbing sugar canes. Are you with me now? Because this is pretty cool. It's grabbing sugar canes and charcoal, and then it is cooking that up. It is sending the herba out to this jar, and it's sending the other stuff out to these jars. Now the water and the air that you get from the sugar canes, they are voided into these void jars. So they are just, once these are full like they are now, it's just disappearing. This, however, is not a void jar, so that's going to be filled at all times. Over here I have a mirror, and this is then connected up to our sugarcane farm. So this thing the sugarcane farm kind of powers itself. Let me show you. If we go out and then we head down, here's the room we built last episode. Thank you, by the way, for all the nice feedback, specifically on Reddit. I'm very happy with this build. Like, you mean there's still a few details we need to add, but overall I think it turned out pretty cool. I solved the golem issue with the chest, by the way. I had them, some of you may have noticed, but I had them actually using on the chest. So they were kind of like dancing on it. Anyway, here's the sugarcane farm, and it's super quick. I'm using fertilized dirt and 2 of the lamp of growth, and there's an essentia mirror in the middle there, as you can see. Underneath this is an item collector and a chest that's hooked up to the system. And I hear a zombie. Oh yeah, By the way, I found a huge cave system underneath here that I need to light up. That's why we have a zombie there. In the corner there is a bud switch. Again, you can use a vanilla bud switch, whichever design you'd like. But this just make it so easy, one block, right? And so whenever this sugarcane grows, like that, wow, that scared me. Oh, that is, that is scary. It will farm, it will harvest the sugarcane, and they will be picked up by the chest and sent into the system. And like I said, I am producing a surplus of sugarcane, even though I'm using sugarcane to power these lamps. So that's pretty cool. And as you can see, it's super quick. We are going to need the sugarcane for our emerald trading, because I want loads of emeralds. And I've already found a paper villager, which is pretty handy. Anyway, today guys, we're not going to do any massive builds. I'm not going to do any massive cutscenes here. I want to get started with blood magic. Blood magic features some awesome stuff. For example, we can get something called Sigil of the Fast Miner. This guy will drain life essence, which is the mana of blood magic, and it will give me haste. Haste 2 as a matter in fact. And since we don't have any automated mining, that is going to be very, very valuable. Before we do though, there's one other thing I want to show you. I moved over our smeltery to here a little while back. So this is our manual smeltery where we go and create the tools and mix up our metals and all that. But I wasn't really happy with like these things standing around here. So I had an idea. Let's see if we can pull this off to start off this episode. Let's see. I'm gonna want that. So, because I don't like things standing in the everywhere like that. So I'm thinking, why don't we keep all this down here? I think this could be really cool. Bear with me. Every time I'm recording, I'm getting this huge, weird FPS drop on the wand, Thaumcraft wand, for some reason. The other thing seems to be fine. And yeah, that doesn't look perfect, but that looks okay. Oh wow, what did I do here? Yeah, I need one more spot. Okay, here's what we can do. Bear with me. Let's grab you. And let's grab you. And let's put that back there. And let's put those in there. And I'm gonna wanna, oh wait, I don't have anything in this chest, so I can just break it. And let's put that back there. That doesn't look terrible, does it? I think it looks okay there. And I'm gonna grab the part builder, put the part builder down over there, and the chest can go here, because then it can access the pattern chest, which is important. Now to hide this in a nice way, I'm gonna put a drawbridge over here using the futuristic armor blocks, these, and it should work. Let's put a lever here for now. Yeah, look at that. That is what I'm talking about. That's much better. Now it's all hidden and nice, and when we want to do stuff, we just open up here. I like it. Alright, blood magic. So I have prepared a little room down here, and as you can see, I've kind of tried to map out how these pathways are gonna go. Like, that's a lot of work still to come, but this here should be our blood magic room, I think, because then we can make a really dark theme like entrance here, and we'll have a bloody or dark themed room here. I'm not gonna design this room before I no, since I don't really know how blood magic works very well, I haven't really played with it a lot. I'm not gonna design this room until we've placed down all the stuff, because I know that our blood altar, which is the main core, kind of like the arcane infusion in Thaumcraft, is gonna grow with time, like as we upgrade it. So I think we're just gonna keep it stone for now, and I hope that you're okay with that. And then, like, when we get up to a higher tier altar, we can change it all up for something nice. But I measured out the middle here, and I should show you a fancy tool that's in this mod pack. It is from the Bibliocraft. It's the tape measure. Now, if you have issues like me counting blocks and you're using torches or whatever, you can use this nifty gadget to kind of find the distances. All you do is right click where you want to start the measure and right click where you want to end the measure. So you can see I got 8 in all directions here, which means that that's the center. Cool. Now, how does this work? Well, first of all, you need to create this, the sacrificial knife. You can also, if you enable it in the config file, have something called sacrificial orb. They are exactly the same. We selected this knife because it looks cooler for this mod pack. But basically, the entire Bloodmatic setup is you draining life points that will go into a soul network. Every player has a unique soul network, and voice crack, sorry. And that powers all your nifty gadgets that will do. So to drain your life points, in the beginning here we'll need to create a few tools, and I'm gonna start, actually, wait a minute, we need some infrastructure here. Let me clear out this. We're gonna need all the stone, by the way. Ooh. I need to save the area down here because it isn't safe at the moment. But I'm gonna stand close to the blood altar and just right click. And as you will see on my life, it will drain my health. You see that? If I click again, it will kill me. So be careful. The first thing I'm gonna wanna make, if I've understood this correctly, is an orb. I'm gonna want this, the weak blood orb. And it requires a diamond, a tier 1 altar, which this is, and 2000 LP, which is life points. I believe that I believe you drain 200 life points per click with a knife here. We do have an issue though with using this mod. We are in ultra hardcore, so I'm gonna need some regen in order to do this. I have a plan. Okay, here's my plan. Why don't we do something cool like this? That's our mana from Botania. And put a dirt block there and the fallen Kennedy. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that's awesome. We're not gonna be draining our life points in the future. The plan is in this episode we'll get this a bit automated. But then I just right click with the diamond there, and that should slowly, I think this takes some time actually, turn into, what was it that we want to make? This, yeah, the weak blood orb. And I think as long as there is red particles around it, it is working. If there's, I think, black particles around it, I think it runs out of life points. So keep that in mind. You can always, like, you know, just do this to fill it up a bit, specifically if you have regen like I do, like a boss. I actually took this idea from old Dyer. He did this and I thought that was pretty funny, although he was playing with regeneration, so it wasn't that important for him, but we're playing on ultra hardcore, so this is very, very important. Oh yeah, look at that. There's our weak blood orb. What can we do with this? Well, the difference is, I think, that the sacrificial knife will put the life essence into this, while if we right click this, it will put it into our soul network, like into my internal buffer storage. And we can't really tell at the moment, so we are going to need something else here. We're going to need the basic sigil, the Divination Sigil. This guy over here. And that requires a blank slate. Okay, we can do that. Just put a stone. That's why I needed all the stone. I know I'm going to need tons of these blank slates. While that is cooking up, let me see if I can snag a wood block. Oh yeah, look at that. Because I'm going to want a working bench down here. Like that. Put that down here. It's going to be fun to decorate this room. This is a cool mod. Oh, wait. I need glass, don't I? Alright, we got some glass. Yeah. Let's see, what was it? Like that, and I don't think you can shift click the NEI if there's a unstackable item. There we go. It doesn't use it, by the way, so don't worry. I think you can now right click. Yeah. We have 400 LP and it's tier 1. And I have 800 LP, as you can see if I right click anywhere else. So that is, the difference is that this is the life points in the altar, which we craft from, and this is from my soul network, which is what our items are going to use. So this is going to be very important. We're going to need that. I think for this episode, to save a bit of time, what I want to do, because I did play around a bit with this in single player, I want to create some blood runes and I want to upgrade this altar. And for the blood runes, I'm gonna need 8 of these, because I'm gonna need to place them around the altar, like this, and that will upgrade the altar to a tier 2 altar. And this is what I mean by not designing the room, by the way, because it's gonna be a lot of like the altar is gonna grow and all that. So let me off camera craft a bunch of these, because that's gonna take some time, I think. And basically what I need to do is just throw that down. So how many did I need? I need 16, yeah, look at that. And I'm gonna, oh, there we go. That's the greenish particle effects that tells you that there's no life essence in the system. So yeah, let me craft these off camera and we'll be back and we will upgrade this to tier 2. Right, so we should be good now. I got 17 and one more cooking up and I only need 16. So was it like that and that? Yeah, that gives us the blood runes. And I hear a zombie. Ah, not a single zombie here during... What the heck? Oh, I see. This room... this room does feature some spawning areas. Alright. So let's fix that. We don't want that. Alright, so the blood runes, this here will be a multi-block structure, and if you place the blood runes down like this, that should upgrade it, and you'll tell if you use your Divination Sigil. Yeah, look at that, tier 2. I got a ton of blood essence in there, or life essence. Life points. Blood. I'm mixing up mods here. Alright. So, the first thing that we should do, which is the reason why I want to play around with this, is the Sigil of Mining, of the Fast Miner, yeah. And this requires a tier 2 blood orb, which is an emerald. And what else? I need a reinforced slate, which I happen to know is just a slate in there again. And some iron tools, alright. So while that is cooking up, why don't we go back up and craft the things we need? Okay, so we needed some iron tools, I think one of each. One pickaxe, one of that, and was it a shovel, I think? Let's double check, because now I forgot. Yeah, a shovel. Look at that. And I got the emerald as well. So, we should be good to go. There is a way to fully automate mining with this mod, but we are not, as we have the rules on the server that we don't do any automated mining, we are going to just make sure no one does it, right? But just so you know, this mod features like a quarry-like build that you can do. And there is so much to this mod. There is a lot of cool stuff that we can do. Some of the things that we can do with this mod, you can do with Thaumcraft as well, but some of the things are just unique to this mod. So, I mean, we are going to have a lot of fun with it, and we're not going to cover everything in one episode. This is going to be like Thaumcraft, something that I want to set up an infrastructure around so that we can utilize it whenever we need to. But that is cooking up, and did I need anything else? No. I think we're good. I needed 4 or 5,000. That's why in between cutscenes I was killing myself with this knife. It seems like I need to do some more of that. I don't know the range of this guy, but I don't think it's super far. But we got that, and I think it was like this. Oh man, what was on the... Oh yeah. Don't know if it's a shapeless. No, it's a shaped crafting. Ah. Okay. Okay. I almost had it, by the way. That. And there we go. Sigil of the Fast Miner. Awesome. This is very cool, I think, and I want to see, can I get insta haste with this? So right click, I believe, to activate it. And now you'll notice it says current owner and my name. If I give this to JB or Julian or someone else, they will use it using my soul network. And Soul Network, remember, if we use the Divination Sigil, we can see that we have 600 and it will slowly be draining. Yeah, look at that. Pretty quickly draining, actually. So what we can do then is that, and we should have filled it up. So you want to make sure that when not mining, you want to deactivate it by right-clicking again. But, let's see. Exciting. Please insta-mine? No. Alright. I think though if I kill the Wither, I could apply another redstone level on this. Yeah. And that should... yeah, that should definitely give me insta-mining with this guy here. But that's pretty cool. So that will definitely need. Now, instead of us having to drain our own life essence, I think it is time to create an automated life point system here. Not for our soul network. Or I don't know actually if we can transfer it, maybe. I'll look into it. But we are going to need a dagger. Dagger of Sacrifice. Here's the thing. If you use the Dagger of Sacrifice to kill a mob, it's going to be useless. But if you use it near the altar, and I think it's like not a very far range, maybe only within the 9x9 or 3x3, sorry. If you use it within that area, then it's going to insta-kill mobs, give you XP, and more importantly, give you blood essence or life points to the system here. So, my idea is that we create a mob farm. And I think to keep this not so messy, I'm going to create it up here. And I'm going to use the cursed earth, and we're going to do what we did on the other mob farm there. That's actually straight above us here. I just want to make sure that we have space. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, that should be fine. No worries at all. Look at that. That is our, what's it called? Dagger of Sacrifice. One damage. So, I'm going to build all this off camera, and we will be back in a little bit here with hopefully a working mob farm. Alright guys, mob spawner is done. Check it out. I'm gonna jump like this. We got some cursed earth. Actually, that's annoying. We got some cursed earth action. We got some slabs that will prevent spiders from spawning. And in the roof, I put my 4 zombie spawners and the 1 blaze spawner. I don't know if they are working, because after the cursed earth grew, I haven't seen a single blaze spawn. So I'm not sure, but we'll see. Underneath the blood altar, I have put a corporeal attractor, just like the other mob farm, and a redstone torch, so it's on. And that will make sure that the mobs are being pulled down onto the slab, where we can kill them using the Dagger of Sacrifice. Over here, a lever from Vanilla Minecraft. So this should spawn in mobs, and actually, let's have a look. Can we just lower hostile creatures a little bit? Yeah, look at that. And I've already tested this and filled it up. I'll get like 400 or 500 LP per mob, which is insane. And I also found out my current life essence in my blood network is 3100. In this one it's 10,000. I can put my blood orb in here, I believe. Alright, I crashed. And upon logging back in, the blood orb is in there. So I don't know what's up with that. I'm gonna have to look into it so that we don't have any bug. But anyway, this thing is really working well, and now when the blood orb is in there, yeah, look at my life essence. Wow. And how are we doing in the altar? It's draining it. I got 12,000 in my own soul network. And I just stand here and I kill a few mobs, and we should be... Ooh. This is not creeper safe though. And we should be doing good. So let me see if I can remove this, or if that will crash the game. You ready? Ah, that worked. Okay. 14,000, and we got 3,000 in there. Wow, I like this a lot, and this is like key for me with any mod. I wanna set up a good infrastructure before I really start playing with it. And I think for this episode we are probably over time already. Chill out, I don't know what that is. So let's wrap up, and we'll come back next time. I'll look into some of these sigils. And these aren't the only thing you can make, by the way. But this, Sigil of Haste, okay, that requires a tier 4. I know this gives you like haste, which would be cool. There's also a flying one and a phantom bridge. This here is pretty cool. You can build like a bridge A phantom bridge, yeah, it says so. Air sigil. I feel lighter already. Yeah, this is pretty simple. That will make me... That will fly me like the wand, pretty much exactly the same. So wherever I point and right click, I will fly at the cost of life essence or life points. Yeah, let's shut this off, and I thank you for watching. Please do leave me some comments and feedback, and don't forget to like in case you liked the episode. And I'll see you in the next one, I hope. Bye bye, guys.